Okay. Yo, yo, it's XP. And we are back. We are playing some more Crimson Desert. Let me just quickly grab the other chats. Oh, what a bastard. What a bastard. Mother... Okie dokie. So, because I'm doing Crimson Desert today, there was a new update. So, in this new update, let me walk back. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do, because I'm kind of curious about it. Since we're on like 60 FPS, this is gonna drain a lot, but I'm kind of curious. Oh, we might have crashed. Actually, I don't know. No, we didn't. Is there a difference? Maybe a little. Oh yeah, let me get out of that. 60 FPS? Yeah, bro. So I'm using FrameGen right now. So we're getting over 90. So about 30 of the frames are fake. But I was curious. In any case, we have some new armors. Let me take this out. Yeah, let's take this out. Alright. Let's have a look at these new sets for at least Damien. So this is one of them. This actually looks pretty cool. I like this one. That one's not too bad. Interesting. I think out of the new ones, I think this one looks better. I think this one looks the best. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can dye this one.
Aren't you tired of wearing the same color every single day?
I'm doing this wrong. Give me a minute. Ooh. Dude. That fits. That fits 100%. I think this should be black. That should be as well. Yeah. I think these should be red. I think we're cooking with this, bro. Yeah.
I was just a... If you discover a fresh new color, you must share it with me.
Dude, I think that looks much better. Even though it doesn't really look like we've done much, it now fits. Bro, I might have to upgrade this. This is looking sick, bro. See, this one, I don't know. This one is just... Can I dye this? Out of pure curiosity.
Aren't you tired of wearing the same color
There's
every
no
single
way
day?
you can dye this. You can dye this? Yo. We need to see what we can do with this. I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm not too sure what to dye this, bro. I'm
Did
gonna
you
do
have a
that because it
sudden
doesn't
ins-
really look
Next time,
good with
let's
the other
make
colour.
something even more beautiful.
But that still looks pretty cool. This one... Let me see.
Ugh, how dull life becomes with the same old shades.
Yeah, someone's got to be like, yeah, your shade's all the same, bro. It's either black or red. Of course. That's always the way it's gonna be. Because black and red goes so well. Right, I don't know where this is going. Let's see. Maybe we might have another color? Nah. See, black and red just goes so well. See, it just goes so well. Because black and red are the gaming colors. The thing is, like, it seems like I just don't like any other color apart from just black and red, bro. Yeah, at least in this game, it just looks really, it just looks really good. Yeah.
Life, if you discover a fresh new color.
Yeah,
must
that
share
looks
it with me.
nice. See, this looks good as well. But, like I said, out of all of these armors, I'm gonna have to go with this. Out of the new ones, I'm gonna have to say this one. 100%. Let me just have a look at something. Lightning resistance. What about the other ones? Nah. Nah. Yeah, I mean... It is what it is. But yeah, let me just see something. That's actually kind of cool. Do you know what? They need to... So, the thing that I would say is... Camera mode, they need to add, like, poses and stuff to... Because that'll be the that'll be another great thing that they would have done. But I do have to admit, like, the new updates that they've been doing in this game have been absolutely insane. And by the way, next week, Palworld, Echoes of Aincrad. I don't know what other games that I'm gonna play, but those two games are gonna be one of the. Those two games are gonna be the games that we play next week as
You
well.
want the finest work? You've come to the right place.
Bro, it's absolutely insane. We are getting... We've got so many games this year
If you need gear, you come and find me.
Maybe we should also talk about the elephant in the room, or elephants in the room. Physical copies and game studios closing down. I'm gonna be honest. I know there's a lot of people upset about the whole physical copies. But let's look into something. Because I'm curious about this myself. The day has come. Well, here's the thing. Out of curiosity, how long do physical copies of games last? Hey Trey, how's it going? Anywhere from 10 to over 100 years, but it entirely depends on the type of physical media and how it was manufactured. Not all physical games are built the same way. The technology used to store a game radically changes its shelf life, splitting a timeline into a battle between chemical decay and electrical data loss. So here's the thing. These cartridges last from like 50 to 100 years with a catch. So the catch is save batteries. While the game will boot up fine, many of these cartridges rely on small internal... Oh wow. To hold your save files. Those batteries only last 15 to 25 years. Once they die, you can still play the game, but your save files vanish the moment you turn off the console. That's fucked. Modern cartridges, 10 to 30 years. So, now compare that to digital. The legal reality, you bought a license, not a game. When you buy a digital game, you don't actually own the software, you own a revocable license to play it. Storefront lifespan, a digital game lasts exactly as long as the storefront hosting it remains active and willing to support it. The shutting of doors. We are seeing this reality play out now. For instance, Sony's phase out of the PS3 and PS Vita digital storefronts demonstrates that corporate... Fucking hell, I'm not gonna like talk through it. Anyway, the point is, where's the cat? He is... I have no idea. He's probably messing around somewhere, trying to find the other cat. So PC, the exception. PC gaming handles digital lifespan much better, largely due to platforms like GOG, which sell DRM-free installers. If you download a DRM-free installer to an external hard drive, that game is yours forever, independent of any server. Furthermore, the PC community is incredibly robust at creating compatibility patches, meaning a digital PC game from 1995 can often still run on modern hardware. So, here's the thing.
Fair days to you.
The reality is, digital is easier because They don't have to keep printing physical discs every time. That's true. And those discs only last for a certain amount of time anyway. And it depends on how you keep your discs as well. However, not all discs are made the same. So they won't... So, there's that. And then there's the other thing. Operating system. The OS changes a lot over the period of years, months, even sometimes days. So either way we look at this, both physical and digital both need some form of preservation.
Looking for someone?
However, this isn't entirely true. It depends on the game. Depends on the game and where you buy it. I've got to go and answer that. Give me a second, guys. Oi, Juma! You little fatty! He dashed across my keyboard. Come here. Come here. Oops. Yeah, my kitten dashed straight across my keyboard. Come here, you little fatty. Illegal, yeah. So, yeah, anyway. But survival is entirely out of your hands, existing at the whim of corporate strategy and copyright law. The other thing as well is that even with the physical data, it's still at the hands of corporate, right? Because even if you have the disc, they can still stop you from running the...
The village is picking up again.
Look. This is my food. You're a literal fatty. You're a fat cat. Wait. Sorry, I'm just watching. You fatty. Do you mind?
Hey. Have a good one.
This cat, man. Yeah, now you see what happens when you're running around. Don't lick it. But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, the physical media. The physical media and the digital, they both need some form of preservation. And here's the problem. We've always, in a way, had licenses to play the game. Because really, what is physical media? A disc, right? Because you don't actually technically own the rights to, say, a movie. You don't really own the rights to a game either. You only own the right to be able to play that game or play the movie, right? Meaning you technically, like, you shouldn't be able to copy that movie or game and be able to sell it. Like, yeah, you can give it back in, or you can... See, this is where it's very difficult. I think we need, Alright, take it easy, Chael. I think what needs to happen is there does need to be some form of law protecting customers' consumer rights. Because I think with single player games, you should be able to have the choice of buying those games.
Greetings.
Basically, we don't own shit. This is where it's annoying. So, if you look at music, and you look at, say, GTA 4, where over the years they've had to basically cut out some of the radio stations, or they had to cut out some of the music because they no longer have the rights for that music. Afternoon. In a way, some game development, or shall I say, some indies also get skewed on this as well. They are sacrificial. What the fuck? Why did the AI translate Blade's message from Yol Sakrin to they are sacrificial? This AI needs to stop, bro. But yeah, I'm just looking at all of this and yeah. I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Satanistic. Yeah. The fucking without chat. Alright. Anyway, I think I mean, again, the problem with physical versus like digital media, I think we all know. In any way, in any shape, no matter how we look at it, they all need some form of preservation because they're both not, you know, they're both not gonna last very long. Or at least one version will, depending on how you look after it. Whereas digital is all at the hands of, say, Steam, GOG, yourself. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But anyway, let's have a look at the Xbox situation. By the way, the reason why I'm doing this is because I can't be bothered to look up half this shit, so... The situation with Xbox has become one of the biggest and most painful stories in the gaming industry. Xbox is undergoing what internal leadership calls a massive reset, resulting in sweeping layoffs and the potential closure or sale of up to 5 major studios. Okay. I think we need to be honest here. Needs to happen. And I think it's not even going to be Xbox. I think Sony will most likely do the same. And I think what we're probably going to see as well, Ubisoft might end up... I mean, Ubisoft's been doing it. I think every company has been going through some form of layoffs because we've got to the point where games cost so much to the point that it's no longer feasible to keep paying out billions of dollars or pounds to keep it going.
Hello.
Which is what I said before. The problem with gaming, you can't treat it like a normal, like 9 to 5 kind of job. It's the same as, in a way, it's the same as movies. Movies aren't done the same way as like a 9 to 5 job. Some people are going to be like, yes they are. No, they're not. They'll do like a whole film, like they'll go through like the whole filming part or whatever, and they get to go home afterwards. I don't know how exactly it happens, but it's, you know, they have set days, they do this, they do that, they schedule things around the people that can make it and stuff like that. And they, you know, then it's basically down to the editors, and then, you know, that's why movies can get away with some of this. In games, it needs to kind of work in a similar kind of fashion. In a way, it kind of needs to have its own way of operating. In any case. So 5 studios on a chopping block. Arcane. Ninja Theory,
A fine
Undead
day for
Labs.
adventure.
Double Fine Productions, Compulsion Games. Right. Can we just be honest here?
I always liked seeing a new
Deathloop
face.
wasn't exactly a commercial success. Dishonored was probably their best games, and that they were the best games in the past. Then the people that were working there, working on Dishonored, they're no longer there anymore. So, I mean, we'll see. Marvel's Blade, if they're actually working on a Blade game, will it save them? I don't know. It depends on how good the game is. Ninja Theory,
Yeah,
if
what?
I'm being honest, I mean,
God.
this isn't really a shock. Let me have a look. What games has worked on? Undead Labs.
Hey.
Undead Labs, I'm gonna be completely fair. This has been... Their first game wasn't exactly a success. The second game was great. But... I mean, I think they should have stayed where they were before.
Good day to you.
Holy cow, no, they were the ones to do with that. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You screwed up Devil May Cry. Nah, I don't care about your company. And this,
Good to meet you.
guys, I'm sorry, but oh, this is a surprise. No, it's not. The only top games that you've ever made were these. That's it. This was a flop, a Ruski. That reboot was dog shit. What do you mean? Yeah, fans hated it, so there we go. So we don't even need to go into that.
All right, mate.
So what other game have they made that is outside? They need to do something else. You can't just keep using Senua. It's like, here's my thing towards Ninja Theory. You're trying to recreate the success around Hellblade in 2017, and you just keep... You can't keep doing that. You're bashing your head against the wall. Come up with a new game. You need a new game. You can't keep bashing your head. You can't keep trying to recreate the lightning in the bottle.
Light's blessings.
First two games, great.
Good day to you.
That's it. You just keep those two games. Work on something new. You need something new.
Hello.
Undead Labs, I mean, again,
Greeting, stranger.
it's not
Light be
really
with
a
you.
surprise. Some people are going to be like, oh, but that is because State of Decay 3 is such a, How many games has worked on? I'm pretty sure they've only got 2. Yeah.
Good day to you.
Forgotten Project. Yeah. Ever since they moved to, like, Microsoft, I don't think it would have been great. I mean, I don't think it was a great move on their end. So, if they get shut down, I mean, at the end of the day, this is why you don't move to big companies. Because it's a risk that you play down the line when they go, okay, we got to reset all this. We need to figure out who we need to cut and who we need to keep. Because it's obvious who they're going to keep. What about Obsidian? So I heard about that, but I don't know how true it is. They are not an ultimate... I'm sorry, they are not an ultimate RPG factory. Not anymore.
Hi there.
Have a good day.
They're past their prime.
Keep well.
I don't really care.
All right, mate.
Yeah, they're streamlined. They are more of a... See, this is another thing. Obsidian are a double A... And this is the problem. They are more of a double A game development. So, even then, I don't even think double A is... No, because... When I think of double A, I think of Elden Ring. Now, people are going to be like,
No, Elden Ring is triple A, bro.
no, it's double A. It's double A, but the way that that game came out, it seems as if it was triple A, but no, it's double A. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. In any case, Pentiment, bro. Pentiment came out ages ago,
Good day to you.
and not many people really play that.
Do we know each other?
Grounded. Steam charts. When your first game is doing better than your second game, you flopped. We now don't even... What Obsidian should do now is this. Leave Xbox, cut down your team size, and go back to trying to think of how your games used to be and work on small games. Work on small games. You know, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2, these aren't great games. And I'm not talking about the player numbers here. It's not just about player numbers. Some people are going to be like, you're just looking at the player numbers, bruh. No, it's got nothing to do with the player numbers sometimes indicate the interest in the game. Other times, it just depends. But if we look at the top 100 games, these are the top 100 games. Even Sims, the game that I hate the most. Not because of the gameplay or anything like that. It's because of the disgusting monetization that they got behind the DLCs. But look at that. Skyrim is still up there. Witcher 3 is still up there. I'm pretty sure I saw Cyberpunk. Palworld is up there. Oh yeah, look, bro, I didn't even realize. Look at that. Cyberpunk got a freaking massive boost. What the fuck happened? That's a freaking big boost, bro. Stardew Valley. These games are in the top 100 because they're fun to play.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
Now, if we look at the top 200, I mean, Resident Evil 4 is freaking based.
Good tidings.
Don't know what the fuck game that is. Gothic 1 Remake, I mean, it's not my kind of game, but still. Black Myth Wukong, that's still going. That'll probably get boosted numbers when the DLC comes out. But again, I don't want to just talk about the player numbers. It's also about... There's so many different things that go into a game other than just, obviously, player numbers. Because there are some games that people won't even heard of or anything like that I would say is good. So Blood Reaver. This is an example of mine that I would say this game is actually pretty good. Roamstead, another game that's pretty good. Kenshi. Perfect example. Perfect example. Kenshi is a great game. If you've never played it, I would 100% recommend it if you are into open world RPGs where you can pretty much do whatever you want. It is squad based, so it's like...
Well met.
I would say that, you know, I would recommend building up a squad of people. Because it is quite difficult if you're trying to do it alone. It's doable, but it's harder. In any case, that's how I feel with Obsidian. I think even some other studios, I think they just need to they need to basically do a reset. Go, okay, right, we got too many people here. We got too many people working on one game. How can we deal with this? And it's as simple as you either let them go, or you give like, if you have hundreds of different developers, go and find multiple different try and make multiple different games with those, like, with just focused groups of people. You only need a focused group of people. You don't necessarily need, like, massive, like, we don't need another, what do you call it? We don't need a Rockstar, bro. We don't. Rockstar can get away with having thousands of developers working on a project at the same time, because it works for them. But at the same time, at some point, they will end up like cutting back a lot of people as well at some point, because after a certain point of making money, you can only make so much before you get diminishing returns. That's the term I was looking for. So I just need to see. But yeah, anyway,
Good day to you.
point I'm trying to make is, oh, are you fucking kidding me? Just missing the Daedric helmet. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Give me a second, guys. Hello?
Ready for whatever comes next? Some would call this chance, but I know better.
I'm glad you're here. It's good to have you around.
Alright, sorry about that. Right, let's have a look. I need to, let me see. Crimson Desert. Where to get thick hide. Rhinos, bears, crocodiles, and hippos. Are you fucking joking me?
Looks like you've gone a little soft these days.
You are absolutely having a drop. Let me move this. Yeah, Miko is literally sleeping in front of my door, so... Frickin' hilarious. Alright, so I can't remember where... Ouch! I can't remember where the hippos are. What the f... What's up here? There's like... What's that?
You expected me to listen back? You shit! Little shit!
Oh, your armor won't save you from me. Die!
I don't know about you guys, but I think they're dead. Oh, man.
What is it?
So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what other updates are coming, but I've been thinking a little bit. I'm unsure when the DLC is coming out as well. But my guess is the DLC for this game probably ain't coming out for another year. It's either that or I don't know. It depends. It depends on what they're doing. Cause I know they did say something about making a story more cohesive. And the thing is, I do want to.
What can I help you find?
If they do
you
make
see
it more
enough, don't let it get you.
cohesive, I would like to come back or go back through the story and see what stuff they've changed. But at the same time, I'm thinking I don't really want to go through the story all over again. Because, I mean, again, the story wasn't really that great. But if they make it so cohesive to the point where I'm like, do you know what? It might be worth revisiting again. I might just do it on another account. Hold on. I want to see. Let's see if we can get thick hide from these guys. Surely. Fuck's sake.
Look at what instead of what you went wrong.
And Geralt of Rivia takes his place. I'm gonna be honest though. Geralt of Rivia is like an infinitely better character. I've been seeing people go, "Oh, but Cliff is kind of like Geralt of Rivia," you know what I mean? I'm just like, you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two because the problem with the problem is Cliff is just boring. They just came up with that additional story to make it like it seemed like it was worth your time investing into the story. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the story sucks. There's nothing anyone can say that will make me think otherwise because I'm not trying to be funny. The story was not cohesive enough to make any form of sense, nor did it give me any reason to care about half of the characters. If anything, it put me off of some of the characters. There's only one character that I preferred, and that, I will still say, is Naira.
Enjoying the day?
Yan is just an annoying yappy bastard.
Hello, traveller. Interested in anything else?
Like, fair enough. Unka is not like your typical orc. He does seem to have a bit of a brain between his ears. But like, I expected more of Yan's behavior to come from Unka.
Many died. I guess this is it for me. You've no idea what it is to live as a slave. I killed him. No one else is to blame. I was so close to being free.
Nah, you've got to be having a giraffe, right? Ah, nah, we're good. I've got to turn on myself. But yeah, I mean, do I still like the game? Yeah, of course I like the game. Like, the gameplay is the only thing that really stands out the most. But I would also argue it's definitely not Game of the Year for me. Not right now. It's getting there, but I mean, again, like, if they turn the story into a more cohesive one and it makes a lot more sense, and on top of that, They make it a lot better. I might move this up into the S tier. But would I say that this beats Resident Evil Requiem? No, not by a long shot. Not even close. Resident Evil had one shot.
Here you are.
Go take a look. Impressive work.
They had one shot,
That's the one.
and they
Lock 'em up.
and it performed absolutely
We'll run out of cells at this rate. Still, you saved
insane.
me some trouble. Thank you. If you find more scum in the future, bring them here.
Xbox be like, God damn it, we were supposed to kill the physical format, Sony beat us to it. Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit sluggish these days.
I have to admit, that's the most craziest thing about that whole situation, in my opinion. I didn't realize, or shall I say, I actually forgot that the biggest selling point for PlayStation was, oh, we allow people to be able to play games with each other, to be able to share games with each other. And I think this is where Steam also take a W, because they've already figured out how to have how to basically be able to play games across from your library to someone else's library, because they have the family share. Welcome back, Sakharin.
Ya stinking turd!
Actually, let me see what's here.
Enjoying the day? Enjoying the day? Interested in anything else?
Is to have literally the installer downloaded on our PC from Steam. What do you mean? Oh, I see. That's actually possible. It's technically possible, yeah. Yeah. I remember there was something that you could... but that's not the game being installed via Steam, but downloaded only through Steam. There's a problem with that, though.
This is for you.
You've got my thanks. Plain and simple.
It is possible, but here's the other thing.
Enjoying the day?
Here's the problem with having the installer installed onto someone else's onto your PC.
Hello, traveller.
You still need you'll still need
Interested in anything
space.
else?
The game still needs to connect to Steam to run it. No, not that problem. No, you still need the reason why we have to download the game from Steam is because once you download the game from Steam, you're basically downloading the pack. You're basically downloading a packed version of that game, and you have the files encoded, so you can't crack it. Let's be honest, there's no such thing as not being able to crack a game. We're beyond that point. Forget about being able to crack it. I think personally, the problem with pirating is this. It's a service issue. It is what almost, I am about 90% sure that is a service issue.
Oh, my stomach's so full. Every step's a struggle.
Not gonna go so easy. Dude, it doesn't make a difference whether you make it hard or easy. You just... This will solve at least 90% of the pirating problems. Service issues. Because you need to decrypt that, it doesn't... Bro. Sooner or later... Decrypting and encrypting isn't even gonna be...
Someone help me. If you made it this far, you must be formidable. Please, I need your help. I managed to avoid the woodland spirit hunters. But I doubt I can make it back home alone.
I'll take you.
I'm truly grateful beyond words. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. If I didn't make it home, his sacrifice would have been for nothing. My friend and I were running for our lives, but he stumbled midway. I know I should have turned back to help him, but my feet kept moving. He never even blamed me.
That's the beauty of Skyrim.
To get back home alive.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think what Sakharin said can be done, but I think here's the thing that we would still need to do. You still need a separate hard drive or SSD. So I would actually probably say we should be able to get a portable SSD to be able to download that game. Because, I mean, the thing is, GOG kind of already solved this problem, in a way. Because what you do is cloud storage. You still... But... Well, yeah, but not many people will go with cloud storage. You're better off with a portable SSD. In any case... what was I gonna say? In any case... Cheers for the like, Eternal. I'm doing good, man. What about you? But yeah, I mean, like I said, GOG already kind of solved that issue. You just download the game once, and you just stick it on a portable hard drive, SSD, or whatever. And anytime you want to play the game, you just load it up. You load it up. I don't want anybody to have my game pulled out of my library ever. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like I said, GOG kind of already solved that. I would actually probably argue buy your games from GOG, get a portable SSD, and that way you technically own those games that you've got from that platform.
Thanks to you, I was able to fulfill his final wish.
I have a feeling this guy's gonna lead me into a trap.
Seems this place is clear of any woodland spirit hunters. Let's hurry along.
This is a trap.
Help me!
Then finish it!
Told you. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like I wouldn't like games to be pulled out on me either. So I think it's freaking ridiculous. That shouldn't even be a thing. World War III starts immediately. See, I know it sucks. At least we can preserve Skyrim and most of the Bugfesta games. That's true. So I'm kind of curious what's up here. See, I believe that,
Here, how many fingers am I holding up?
well, see, this is the thing. I believe most companies, or even game developers, no, I'm not going to say companies, game developers, people that actually put their time into making games. Most developers would agree on preserving games. The thing that I have a problem with is when people say, oh, I want to preserve MMO RPG games and have the servers keep going on forever and ever and ever and ever until the end of time. Bro, that is not even possible, okay? That is not even possible. And someone's got to be like, but it is, because guess what? We, the players, can host the game at home. Are you dumb? I would not like to host an MMO at home. That is so stupid. I'm sorry, but trying to preserve an online game through trying to host it at your home address is like saying to people, hack me please. What's up with him? Alone would be forbidding, let alone the hardware needed to host an MMORPG game. Exactly. What the fuck? On a commercial server? Yeah, so if you... I'm gonna pause it because I have no idea what's gonna happen. Right, so if you do this... Give me a second. GTX Gaming. So if you do it through this, for example, now let's go through this because this is the key reason as to why you can't do it at home. DDoS protected. Yes, because you can get DDoSed. 24/7 support. Worldwide coverage. Enterprise hardware. Instant setup. Upload your world off-site backups. 24-hour refund. All maps supported. Here's the thing that people don't actually understand. When you run if you're trying to run a server, you're not going to be able to do 24/7 support. Now, if there's a community and it's big enough to support a small-sized MMO, sure. That's doable, but that's, again, it's only doable for a certain amount of time before you're going to end up shutting it down because people move on, man. Not everyone, like, you know, hosting servers at some point comes to an end. It always will. If you've been around, like Conan Exiles, what's the other one? Armor. If you've been around any of these type of games that allow these kind of servers, you'll know that those servers are not going to be there forever. They are run by a collective of people. As soon as there's no support, as soon as there's no players, no one's going to be willing to foot a bill for a game or a server that is dead. If you have one person logging in, and I'm just saying this from experience, if you have one person logging in every week, why would you foot that bill? No sane person is going to be like, I got an idea, I'm going to host this game, and even if people only play it once a week, that's fine. No, you can't do that. As long as the funds of supporters don't run out, you can host it. But it will extend the life of a MMORPG a long time. Yeah, but at the same time, I think going forward, this is how MMORPGs need to be done. You need to have it as, like, when you make these games, you need to do it in a way where you know for a fact that at some point it's going to come to an end. So the best thing that they could do is have a backup of the game that is more of a single player experience. And then those people who purchase the MMO can have access to the, let's call it, offline MMO version. That would make a bit more sense so that people don't go, oh, well, now this MMO is out, this MMO is over, I can't play it anymore. Make it into a single player experience, because that way, if you do it like that, if the game does go bang, people can still have access to the game and they can still experience the game, even though it might not be as good. But some people revisit games just out of pure, just out of pure nostalgia. Reminds me of Where Winds Meet. Yeah, it has that stuff. Exactly. So if Where Winds Meet developers go, oh, you know what? We can't support this. We can't support the servers anymore. We're gonna have to switch to a single player aspect of the game. They can totally do that. Okay, I what the fuck? But there's a path. That's interesting.
Wait! Let me tell you something!
Let me tell you something. It's totally plausible. Yeah, like I said, that makes a lot more sense than to say, oh, we want World of Warcraft and be able to have custom servers and keep that going. No, because no one with the right, no one with any brain cell. You have to have brain cells to run a server, and to be able to do it successfully, you need players. There's a reason why MMORPGs fail, and they end up shutting down the game. It's called, there's no players to begin with. So how are you supposed to keep a server going if, there are no players?
I'll make it quick. Other fight. I'll make it quick.
As for the music, I think we need to do something else about it, because I mean, again, it's not even like people blame it on the companies that deal with it, but it's like yay and nay. Yay and nay. Could they do their own music? Yes. Here's the problem. The person who does the music, it is technically copyrighted to them. And some people are going to be like, oh, but if it's done by the company or the game development people. No, not always. Some music producers, to protect themselves, what will happen is they will actually copyright it in their name. And they can do that. And again, unless like there's some form of contract or anything else to say otherwise, even then, it leads into difficult territory. So here's my thing about music. I would say, yeah, they do need to do it themselves, but at the same time, I think when it comes to music in games, we shouldn't be able to just have the license, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, what portion of the songs make up for the game? If a developer came up to me and said, oh, can we use your music in this game, I would say as long as I get credibility for it, I might ask for some money up front and just say it's a one and done deal. Because I don't want frickin' royalties attached to it. Because it doesn't make sense. Some people are like, oh, but I would like royalties. I mean, they are using my music in the game. Bro, after a certain amount of time, that well is gonna dry up, bro. So you can't rely on royalties. Not all the time. So I would actually argue having your music in a game is probably a lot more beneficial to the actual artist than it is for the studio, really. Especially if it's more like a radio. Because if anything, like, for example, if you think about it, if your songs are being played in, say, like, GTA or Cyberpunk, they're kind of advertising you. They're advertising your music. They're playing your music. So in a way, they're helping you out. Because the thing is with games, no one really cares about what comes with the game, like music-wise. But yeah, I believe that
You've done me a great service.
I can't thank you enough, friend.
I believe in a way game companies shouldn't have to delete music because the licenses run out. I think the licenses for music in games is rather dumb because it technically works. It technically only works one way, really. As I said before, like when people buy games, they don't really. I mean, I know I said it earlier, but like, I mean, it makes. Just think about this for a minute. When you think about a game, or when you play a game, no. When a game gets advertised to you, you see the gameplay, you see the story, you see the characters, you see everything else. Just think of this for a minute. Do you really think about, oh, I wonder if they're gonna have my favorite artist of all time playing in that game while I'm playing the game? Are they gonna put Bullet for My Valentine in the game? Are they gonna be putting the only game that you would ever think of that really is like Guitar Hero, but that's no longer going, bro. Guitar Hero was like years ago. They no longer make that game. I can't even remember the last Guitar Hero that even came out. Of course there's similar games, but anyway, still. Now let me put this out there as well. If musicians are putting licenses on their music, then voice actors should also do the same. Do we want to see that happen? No, because it doesn't make sense. There are in some cases the voice actor will sell a game. And in fact, the voice actor is more likely to sell the game more than the actual music itself. Am I wrong? I don't feel as if I'm wrong about that. And this is coming from someone who makes music. There's only one game where the music kind of sells the game, in my opinion. Doom might be one of them, but this one. But at the same time, bro, if this is on sale, it's on fucking sale. Give me a minute. Alright, you ready, guys? A case where music and gameplay sells the game. Do you know how rare that is, though? I mean, again, like... I just don't feel as if I'm wrong about that. It still doesn't warrant a license. Imagine if all of a sudden, like, everything in the game becomes a license. Oh, you can only use this model for, you know, X amount of years before you have to take it out. And then, imagine the problems it causes because you've now just literally game develop. Because the thing is, in reality, game developers are, they don't own, for example, the game engine. So if they don't own the game engine, but they own their game, make sense. And in fact, since they don't own the game engine, they technically don't own their game. And some people are gonna be like, yeah, but what about when you make your own game engine? You're dumb. You're even more dumb if you think that just because you make your own game engine means that you all of a sudden avoid any licensing fees. No, you dumbass. You still have license fees even when you make your own game engine, because guess what? Who makes the rendering engine? Who makes, like, for example, Nvidia stuff? AMD stuff. Yeah, it's open source, but still. Everything is a license, bro. Everything. Near enough is a license. And a lot of it can be revoked.
Pull up a chair and let your cares drift away. I'm sure you all are welcome. My inn is always open to you.
Here you are.
Cheers for that.
But anyway, like I said, overall, I think, you know, I think that we need to address the licensing fees. And I think from there, people should be able to own their properties after that. I think personally, if you've bought Crimson Desert, you should be able to keep Crimson Desert regardless. You should just be able to play Crimson. You know, you should be able to just install it, load it, play it. As long as you bought the game. Proof of purchase, that's all you need. So I'm just trying to... I have no idea where the hippos are going to be. Oh, my days. Ugh. I'm gonna get up in a minute. Miko, you little fatty. Give me a second. I think I know where to find the bear. And since Blade has opened up Palworld, it's reminded me I also need to install Palworld. Three, two, one, go.
This one's done for.
Oh my god. Give me a minute, I gotta get Give me a minute, guys. All right. Come here. Miko. Nope. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna be honest, that's actually quite cool. Deltarune. What the fuck game is that? Let me see. Let me push that over there. I think this... Miko. Come here. I personally think that this should go in the middle. Oh. I know where that belongs. This belongs at the top over here. And this, I mean, this belongs in the middle. I mean, this belongs in the middle. Right. Let me move this. No, get up. And push that all the way. There we go. And we get this. Surely. I was about to say. Then. Nice. Miko is asleep in front of the door again, bro. Really? Okay. I forgot about that fight. There's something over there. I know it seems like I'm just doing puzzles today. Kind of am. Are these beads? Steppies. No. Ah, get it. Uncaught, get out. Get out. You're an idiot. You're too fat. I think I get it. You have to. I think you have to balance them out. Kind of like a Skyrim puzzle, except that I need to open it again. Yeah. Right, where Unka is. Unka! You need to... You're so fat, you ended up in a stone, and it's hard to move. Yeah, good boy. We done it. We done it. Man, I was wondering what this whole thing was about. You know, I still haven't found any bears. That's what I literally come out here to do. Instead, we've been doing puzzles. Oh, man. I'm gonna be honest, I've been playing with frame generation on. I don't really notice. An important mission is in progress? What are you talking about? Oh! What's that? Let's not. Sorry, I'm trying to... Oh, there. What was that? Let me look this up. Oh, I see. I can't do this yet until I complete... Until I complete all this. Easy. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. That was an accident. We don't talk about that.
Ah, when you sell the pot, took you long enough to get here.
Poor Faith. Consultation. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know where to get the Marnie laser helm.
This kind of work isn't as easy as it looks.
It isn't as easy as it may look.
If there's anything, Amand, if you need gear, you come and find me.
If you need gear, you come and find me. Oh wait. That's what I need now. Yeah! Oh. Miko.
No one better. Any particular person in mind? Talk to me
Any
whenever you need
particular
to.
person in mind?
Keep your distance if you're on.
Wait, what did he say?
I often think of our fallen comrades.
No, you don't. No one cares about them. I'm joking. Better bet, better bet, better bet, better bet.
Good day to you, stranger.
Ah, when you... Took you long enough to get here.
Oh, it's you. Come to admire real craftsmanship.
This kind of work isn't as easy as it looks. Ah, you're here. The workshop's back in full swing, thanks to you. I've got other pots for sale too. So take a look if you've the time.
I thought that's what I just got. Fire breathing pack. Fire breathing.
Took you long enough to get here.
There's no way they mean this, is there?
This kind of work isn't as easy as it looks.
That's what it is, right?
Took you long enough to get here.
I don't get it.
Took you long. This kind of work isn't as easy as it looks.
A ripe red pomegranate glistens like a gem.
Ah, when you sell... Ah, you're here. The workshop's back in full swing, thanks to you. I've got other pots for sale too. So take a look if you've the time. Took you long enough to get here. Took you long... This kind of work isn't as easy as it looks.
Let me have a look. Oh. How freaking annoying is that?
Took you long enough to get here.
It's supposed to be that.
You got a problem with me? You got a problem with me? Oh, it's you. Come to admire real craftsmanship. This kind of work isn't as easy as it looks.
And there was me thinking it was something else. This is so fun. I'm sorry, but that jetpack sucks. That jetpack sucks. What? Alright, I want to see what this flame pack is like. Is actually absolutely dog trash.
You've just squandered your last chance.
Is actually trash.
Okay, this one's facing. You've come too far.
Let's see how you fare. Let's see how you fare.
Damn. Right, I'll tell you what, guys. Oh, I'm gonna rest up for a bit because I've got a few things that I need to sort out. Like my brother's birthday. Because that's tomorrow. I should be streaming tomorrow. Ouch. Not too sure what time, and I'm not entirely sure if... Well, I'm hoping... if my brother wants, or if he can, I might end up doing some Resident Evil 5 with him, but I'll have to ask him. Because obviously it's his birthday, so... I'll try and figure that out. I've also got a bit of a headache, so... I think I might rest up a wee bit. But hopefully these updates keep coming through, and I might try and cover as many of them as I can. But let me just see who is live right now. Cheers for the 5 likes, by the way. Chill out, Miko. Really? You know what? We'll raid this guy. He's going live in about 20 minutes anyway. Right, if you enjoyed the stream, there's barely any of them. Of the bears, yeah. I'll have to farm it out later. But yeah, we're gonna go and raid Dusthound. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed the stream. If you did, be sure to hit the like, consider subscribing if you're new, and feel free to join the Discord. Discord link is down in the description below. Feel free to join, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I next go live. And feel free to follow me on whatever platform you're watching from. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy and peace out. See you guys in the next one.